Hi, I'm Jody Ann, and I'm a cancer detective, and today I want to tell you all about what me being a cancer detective can do to help you. The most important thing that I have being this right now is that I have very strong intuition, and I'm going to use that intuition to show you what's happening in your life to either prevent cancer or to cure cancer. Now, everybody has intuition, and one of the biggest problems that we have every day is that we're not listening to it. We are so busy on our mobile phones, on our computers, we're so busy listening to everything that's going on outside of ourselves that we forget to tune in to the very messages that are leading us to the right answers to prevent cancer or cure cancer in our life. Every day we're giving these messages. These messages come to us in so many ways. Some people feel them like a gut feeling. Some people hear them, and some people see them. Because I'm a cancer detective, we take this one step further. Now we're going to look at your diet, we're going to look at your lifestyle, we're going to look at the environment around you, we're going to look at your mind and your body, we're going to look at the supplements that we have, and you're going to look at everything that we have around you in your life. But we're going to do it in a way using our intuition, because we can hear the messages that you're not hearing. The problem is every day is that you're getting these messages, but there's a thing called the ego. And the ego gives you messages that are false. They give you messages that are negative. They lead you to have that other block of chocolate. They lead you to eat that sugar. They lead you to have alcohol and cigarettes and to feel negative about your life. The reason that you're doing all of those bad things to your body in the first place is because you're listening to the wrong channel. There's another channel inside of you called your intuition, and it's like the little bunny rabbit who's sitting inside of their burrow. They're listening to their instincts. They're going, there's food over there, there's water over there, there's a mate over there, but there's a predator behind them, and so they're not moving. The most important thing is that I need to train you to start listening to the right channel, to start listening to the messages that will lead you to eat the right foods, lead you to have rest when you need it, to be in the right relationship, to be able to go and enjoy your life, to get on your life purpose. Cancer is caused by not one reason. This is why we need a cancer detective. The biggest problem is that everybody, when they first get diagnosed with cancer, they panic. Everybody panics, and then they just run in and they go and they have the operations and they have the chemotherapy and they have the radiotherapy, and they don't listen to how their body needs to heal. We're not saying that those things aren't important for you. They may be exactly what you need, but your body got sick or is potentially going to get sick for a whole range of reasons. And unless we actually go in and find those reasons, it's coming back. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you go and have the operations. It doesn't matter. For me, as somebody who had cancer, I went and didn't listen to my intuition on the second occasion, and the cancer did come back. It is so important for you to keep going, to not give up, to never stop listening to your intuition. So let me explain what intuition is so that you understand it. We'll talk about the ego first. The ego state is a very strong force. Children don't have it. They don't have it very strong until they hit about 12. And what happens is that if you think about little children, they're constantly listening to their intuition. They say out of the mouths of babes, and the reason that they do that is that they are constantly tuned in to this intuition channel, I call it. So they're getting the right messages at the right times. When they're little, the strangers are coming and they're getting scared of them. They're going to play. They know when they need food. They know when they would need to pester you for something, because they're constantly listening to the internal commands of their intuition. When you get a little bit older, you start listening to your ego state. And what your ego state does is that your ego state's mission is to lead you into an illusion of doing negative things. So, say that you were worried about gaining weight, and you woke up in the morning, your ego state would say to you, geez, you're gaining weight, geez, you're gaining weight, and it would repeat it over and over until you got very upset and got scared, and then you would lose your power. When you lose your power, what happens is you tune out to your intuition and you start making bad choices. Now your body every day, like every other mammal, knows what it needs to eat, knows that it needs to drink lots of water, knows that it needs to lie down and have a rest. But if we are busy listening to our ego state, to our Facebook, to all of the external commands from computers and phones and TV, and we aren't listening to our intuition, then what happens is that we lose our ability to do what's right and make the right choices. So what does your intuition sound like? Your intuition is very different to your ego state. I always say your ego state comes from the left-hand side of you, and your intuition comes from the right-hand side of you. Your intuition comes through in different ways. One of them is like a feeling, one of them is like words that you hear, one of them is like a vision that you see. When it comes through, it's like a light bulb moment where it reminds you, you forgot your keys, you left the oven on, you left the iron on, you need to ring your mother. You get these really flash messages like that, and you always go, ah, and it's like you look up and you go, they make you feel like you know what to do. Well, you're getting these messages all day to know how to heal your body and keep your body in the right state. As a cancer detective, I know how to hear those messages, and I'm going to come into your life and I'm going to know what you need to do. Once I tell you and give you the insights of what you need to do, then I'm going to teach you how to hear your intuition so you don't need me anymore, so that you know and you're listening to your body and you're making the right choices. Everybody gets cancer or has a prevention that they will prevent cancer in a different way. For you it is different, for somebody else it is different, but everybody has to listen to their intuition if they're going to survive this industrial world that we have and get through it without cancer. The statistics are growing. Watching our friends and our loved ones and everyone dying of cancer is too much. I'm sitting here today telling you because I don't want to see any more people suffer. I watched enough people suffering through my nursing career, and this is my mission now. I want to make sure that you're hearing your intuition, that you identify with our help the 5 stages, the 5 steps that we have that are potentially causing you cancer, to try and help you as much as possible navigate through your life in a better way. It's not only going to help you with cancer, it's going to help your relationships, your life purpose, help you with your children, teach your children how to navigate through their life in a better way. The most important thing to hear your intuition is that you have to learn to power up. How do you power up? You have to pretend that there's a battery inside of yourself. It's really easy to explain this to children because when your battery runs out, things stop working. It's the same way for you. Every day we have to do things to power up our battery. Number 1, we have to use our senses. If you think of that little mammal sitting inside of its little burrow, it's not sitting there fatigued and confused and frustrated. It's not listening to a mobile phone. It's sitting in its burrow listening to its senses, and it knows exactly what to do. So if you want to know exactly what to do, you need to take the time to use your senses. It's not something that happens naturally to us anymore because we've blocked it off. Go outside, smell, see, close your eyes, listen, feel. Take your children out. Do whatever you can and enjoy moments. Get your stress levels down. Go for a walk and pay attention. Turn off your phone. Then you've got to help living things. One of the other important things is that if you want to get well, take your focus off yourself and being sick. If you haven't got cancer and you're trying to prevent it, go and do something to help somebody else. Someone drops their bag, pick it up. Somebody's struggling, help them. An animal needs help, help it. Go plant some trees, look after your garden. Whatever it is that you can do brings harmony, peace, and good vibrations to you. The more good that you do, the higher your battery is to fill it up. In 1 second, you can close your eyes and fill that battery up by imagining the sun and sending out all this light and sun to everybody. The more good vibes and the good things that you do for people, the more your body heals, the more that you're able to help other people, and the more you're able to help yourself. So the biggest message I have for you is book a session with us. Let us come in, be a cancer detective in your life using our intuition, and then let us teach you how to hear your intuition so that you can then teach your family, teach your friends, and help yourself and everybody else heal together. So come see us. We can't wait to show you what we know.